Better late than never. I'm joining in with Junk Journal July. July sort of crept up on me because obviously I was on holiday last week and I didn't even realise what the date was. But I have already prepped my book. I did this a few weeks ago in preparation for Junk Journal July, which, in case you don't know, is hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. So I've already made my journal, which is a little concertina book and just made from scraps of all sorts. So it gives me a base and it's very, very thin, as you can see. It's just one layer. But by the time I've added paper on both sides, I think it's going to be a bit more sort of a bit more chunky. So Meg showed us how to make these in a video, I don't know how long ago, but I'll try and find it again and leave the link in my description box. So basically this is mine, and maybe some days I'll do a whole spread, some days I might only do a page. I don't know yet, depends how I feel. Okay, so that's my book. I'm going to make the cover. I've got this to go on the cover, which I think is going to look really pretty. And then I'll write Junk Journal July 2023 on it. What I'm also going to be using is a kit from Tina at Shabbydabbydoodah. And this is the Vintage Notes kit. And I'm just going to do a quick flip through because I just think it's going to be such a great base to have for my pages, and it's going to give me a bit of consistency throughout. I mean, how pretty is this? So obviously I'll leave a link to Tina's Etsy shop and her YouTube channel for you to go and say hello. So obviously, you know, we know Tina's going through some real rubbish time at the moment, so you know, anything you can do. I went and bought a few digitals, so this is all part of that one kit, so go over and give us some support. This is the one I think I was going to use on the cover, and then I changed my mind and I decided I think I was going to use this one on the cover. I can't decide. I'm very undecided today. This is my first video that I'm making since I've been back from my holidays, and I want to get it going, but you know, when you haven't made a video for ages, you're sort of like, oh, don't know what to do. So I've started with my cover, and as you can see, I've almost finished it. I'm not doing loads. I've got puffy stickers that say July, and I'm just searching for some numbers that I've put in here, some stickers, and I'm just going to add the 23 out of this kit to the front of the journal, like that. There we go. I don't really want anything too bobbly on the front because I think it might make it quite difficult to work in. So here we go. Let's start Junk Journal July 2023. Good vibes. And this little tag I found in my stash, and I thought, well, it's got to go in, it's got to be it. And it made me think, what are good vibes? Well, anything that gives you a feeling of peace and love. All the positive emotions, I think that's what good vibes are. And you know that my little Snowbell, she gives me so much love, and just checking that it fits. I know this isn't Snowbell, but it sort of looks like her. Now I want to cover up the top of this little cat, so I'm just going to fiddle around and try and just cover up the top and the bottom, and I'm going to leave the words if I can. So I'm about to trim it, and then I think, well, do you know, I might just go over the page, and even if I don't use this as a whole page, to like double page spread, at least some of it I can it'll be like ready for the next page. So I'm just going to glue this bit down because, you know, I've got to start. And I am going to try and keep these videos around 20 minutes because obviously, you know, they're every day. So, and there's going to be loads. So I'm going to, if I can make the next one shorter, I will, because I haven't had to make a cover next time. So I'm just going to pop this tag on the top, but I don't really want it as a tag. I was thinking about journaling space, but then I decided I'm going to do some journaling space on the other side. So it got stuck down. I think it looks fine. Okay, so I've got my little box full of bits and pieces, all the scraps that I can use in this Junk Journal July. And my first sort of go-to is to make a little cluster of stamps. I'm thinking that would be quite cool in this corner. Of course, we haven't got any gold stamps. That's the sort of only one I've got. I've got this little piece from Jovi, which I'm thinking I could put somewhere, and I should have put underneath that one, but, you know, not the best planner in the world, as you know. But I do like to have things ready to use, and I'm going to try and limit myself as well to, obviously, the time. Now, I do have this lovely little packet of flower stickers, and because it is quite a floral theme this year, I thought I might get them out. I got these when I was in China, and I'm still going through them. I've still got loads left. So I think I'm deciding between those two, and I'm just going to try them both. Nope. 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 No, Carol. No. Doesn't work. Put the gold one on. Try a different stamp. Just making sure. No, don't like it. I need the gold one. Okay, yep. This one I think looks really nice in that corner. I don't want anything too bright. So, yep, the little gold stamp. Now, that would have been absolutely gorgeous on there, but I spot this yellow one, which I wish I hadn't put down now, but, you know, it's down. But do you know what? It's a junk journal, and it doesn't matter. So, all I've got to do now for the rest of this journal is to stop overthinking. I don't want to overthink this little journal. I've made it small on purpose, so I haven't got a lot of page to fill. And I think if I can just grab pieces and stick them on, then I'm going to be so much quicker. That's my aim during this challenge, is to sort of journal a bit more instinctively, like Jovi, and not try every piece before I put it down. So I'm quite happy with that page, and I'm just going to finish it off with a bit of washi tape. So I haven't got a huge supply of washi tape, but you know, use what you've got. And washi tape isn't something I use a lot, so I'm just going to pop little bits on. Now at this moment I'm thinking I'm only doing one side and maybe journaling on the other side. I've lost the end of the washi tape. Now I can't decide where that's going. Okay, we're going sideways. There we are. And oh, for goodness sake, Carol, you're such a perfectionist. It's a junk journal, woman. It's a junk journal. Right. So then I'm thinking, right, it needs something else. What can I do? So I decide I'm going to grab out my little paint set. Now this is just a really cheap one because I don't do a lot of painting. And I'm going to just put some colour on my page. I'm going to go for the yellows and the greens, which is the colours that are already sort of on the page. Oh, here she comes. Yep, great, thanks. This is about as far as she's been away from me since I've been back. I'll show you in a minute where she decided to sit, which was really helpful. Not. So I'm going to paint and move her out the way while I'm trying to do it. And I'm just adding colour all over. So as you can see, I've put on some yellow and I've also added a little bit of green. And I've found this, which I'm thinking might be a really cool little journaling spot. And I was going to use this, but I don't know. I quite like this colour. So I'm going to have a little bit of a play on this side. Can't decide. I'm thinking this will look really cool, like underneath. So just going to give it a quick bit of inking. And then I'm just going to stick it down somewhere on the page. Just that little bit of ink around the edge, just to sort of match the inking around the edge of my little cat. And I'm just going to stick this down. I was thinking about having a flap. It did cross my mind. And then I thought, no, we need to keep this flat as I can. So I've painted a little die cut music paper, which I might use. And I've also been in my little paper flower drawer and got out these. Not sure if they're going on either, but you know, more faffing. But then I remembered I had these die cuts, which I've done quite a while ago, and they're like just out of book pages and really fragile. And I thought maybe these will go nicely down this side. And of course, they look lost. So I had to paint them. So out come the paints again. And I'm going to just quickly paint these. But I want to show you where Snowball has decided to have a nap. In this box is all the things I'm going to be using for my Junk Journal July. So I'm even more limited now because she's having a little kip. And it's been about 10 minutes and she's still asleep. So bless her, I'm just going to leave her and I'll manage with what I've got on my desk. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? It's supposed to fill me with joy and peace, little madam. Anyway, we're painting these and then we're going to pop these onto our page. And there we go. They're on. I may go round them. So I'm just going to do a little bit of script on here. Just random. And that will be my first spread in Junk Journal July 23. Really enjoyed doing this one. Thank you to Meg and Get Messy Art. And thank you to Jovi, who put her video up really early this morning so that I could remember that it was the 1st of July and get mine done. So, bit of a rush, but there we are. I'll see you tomorrow for page 2. Bye, guys.